Good morning, my dear gamers. Mashy here, and just before I forget to say it, Happy Mario Day! Well, actually, I'm recording this on March 8th, so I gotta hurry up, I don't want to miss the special day. Well, today we're reviewing something that actually has to do with Mario for once. It's been a long while since we did that, so don't worry, I did not forget you, old boy. Beep beep! Big box coming through! So this is the thing that I was trying to save up money for, which I mentioned in the Ansaldo unboxing haul, actually. It's something some of you may remember, some of you may not. It was a very recent video, so you should remember it, ignoring the language barrier. But well, the full price for this item was actually 100,000 CLP, but the other day I found it on sale for 60 at 40% off, and I said, I have enough money in order to afford this. I might as well do it before the sales go away. So I did just that. It arrived yesterday, essentially just one day shipping, and I'm very happy that I own it. And in case it wasn't very obvious by the text over here, today we're reviewing the Hot Wheels Mario Kart Bowser's Castle Raceway. To my knowledge, this is the latest released Hot Wheels Mario Kart item, period. Well, at least to the public, not counting any exclusives from like Comic-Con or Toy Fair or whatever. But in terms of playsets, yeah, this is the newest, and even though it may not be the biggest, it is definitely the one that looks the most interesting to me, and one that most definitely would actually fit on my room, considering the small space that I have. Just as a quick little note, I have very little experience with massive products like this. Like, I have the barrel delivery set, I have that, but this is like a mega product. That's big, sure, it's big as it is. But it's not mega as this. I mean, this box, this whole thing is like a freaking shipping crate. It's ridiculous. So, in case I feel like a little bit weird recording this, don't judge me. It's just, I have very little experience with products like this, but I will attempt my best. The main artwork rendered here just shows a bunch of characters racing through. You see that we have an included Kamek. There you can see the set's dimensions. I'm not a metrics person. And you can even see an advertisement for the Hot Wheels Speed Snap track system, which has been recently released with some of the newer Hot Wheels sets. And this is actually a very important note, because this is actually my first product with Hot Wheels Speed Snap. So it's like I'm reviewing two new things at once, a Mega product and a Speed Snap product. The top of the box has a continuation of the large loop that you see on this set, alongside some stock artwork over here. The left just has stock artwork. Bottom has copyright information, and as you can see, it has a 2025 year date, because yes, it did release last year. I don't know what month though, but I presume, if my memory serves, I think it was probably late last year, like September, October, something like that. And if you follow the arrows to the right, you get a big old advertisement for the Speed Snap track system, which is nice. So let's just say you're a stupid mother in a Toys R Us here over here. You're just like, oh man, I better look for a cool toy for little Jimmy. I mean, there's these cool toys that could probably give him more educational value than school, but man, I don't know what to pick. You walk over to the Hot Wheels side and you see, oh my god, the Hot Wheels Mario Kart trademark Bowser's Castle Raceway. I better see what this entails. And you notice here in the corner, wait a minute, Hot Wheels Speed Snap track system trademark. I have been looking for a set that has the Hot Wheels Speed Snap track system trademark. Wait a minute. Look at these arrows! I should follow these arrows! You turn the box and oh my god, it's actually telling me what the Hot Wheels Speed Snap track system trademark actually does! That is my best interpretation of Facebook mothers nowadays. How low has the human race gotten? The back of the box has the complete playset in a lot more of a organized manner. You actually have a concentrated white background where you can see a bunch of the play features, which I will demonstrate in just a moment, with an open here tab, which has already been opened by yours truly. But do not fret, I have recorded footage of this when it was brand new. It wasn't a video call, unlike the barrel delivery set. So let's transition over to that footage right now. Look at that beauty. Got a lot of things here. Let's get building. I got everything out to my knowledge, and it's a lot. It's gonna be a big build. I see a bullet build, I see a big part of the castle, a slam launcher. I got instructions, stickers. I'm liking how they're in color, but look! Got 3 little baggies! Let's open them. or we're gonna do a one-take wonder, so I want no interruptions. Let's start with this Kamek bag. I can only guess what it's inside here. Yep, it's Kamek himself. So Kamek is actually, this is his set's first appearance in Hot Wheels. It's nice. It's kinda weighty, kinda. Got dry bones, which I'm pretty sure was the accessory mark on the box. Yeah, that's a nice little dry bones. The head is not posable. You can't like move anything. It's like a statue, but there you see the little piece that will go in the set. Pop right in. I got a little adapter. I'm very interested since this set is using the brand new Speed Snap system, which I haven't used at all. So we get one adapter here instead of two, it seems. Here we go. So we get old system like track builder to Speed Snap female, I guess. You know, the open end is female. The you know, I guess that's female. So yeah, it's nice that we get baggies so it can protect the things from scratching inside the box. I opened the little piece of cardboard and it had these pieces, which is made, little flag is actually made out of felt. Very nice. Nice little glossy material. I also had the sticker sheet. It was taped onto the instructions. We also had the instructions themselves, so you can see them on there. So this one's go. So some of these are going to be like one-time snaps. Other ones you're going to see played directly. Got some speed snap stuff. There's stuff around. A 2-play section. It's folded up stores. And you will see snap advertisement as well. So yeah. Okay. I'm gonna get to building. I'm gonna have to do a little transition here. Right, so I'm back in present day and I'm finally ready in order to showcase this. And as you can see, this is a pretty sizable set and it actually doesn't take up most of my room space, so that's good. In the end, we get the whole play set and we get Kamek alongside one Speed Snap adapter. If you're wondering why I put Mario here, it's just to have another character in order to play with. But obviously, do note this is just a separate purchase I did last month. And Mario isn't included here, sold separately with subject to availability. Just as a little parent's note in case anyone had any doubts. Before we get to playing, I want to talk a little bit about the Speed Snap system since it's quite an important thing in order to talk about. So you probably recognize the old Track Builder 2014 connections for Hot Wheels that looks like this. It was much easier in order to push this down and get it out. But now we have a new Speed Snap system, and in layman's terms, it's kind of like a weaker version of FlexiTrack. I can show you that like this. So you go in like this, and you just snap it. You just Speed Snap. And what I really like about it is how easy it is in order to take it out. You just do a little spoon thing like that downwards. Let me do this quickly. Like that. It's very easy in order to connect and disconnect. But that might obviously be because this playset is heavy, so it's giving a bunch of weight. But yeah, for the purposes of this review, I'm just going to keep it like that to have a little bit of extra track. Obviously, keep in mind this is my first Hot Wheels system with Speed Snap, and also this is the only area of the set that uses Speed Snap. It's just this little part at the entrance of the set. The rest of the set is just built with one-time snap track pieces, which don't use the Speed Snap connection system. So just keep that in mind. This is a very preliminary look at Speed Snap, and it's not like my complete analysis on it. And just before we actually play, we have a couple of things in order to set as well. You have this very nice little bullet bill mode where you can move the arms a little bit, and you need to push him back like that, and he's set. And I like to put this little banner like that in order to keep him hidden. You see this little flag that's right here on the ground, which I accidentally had up in the earlier footage? You need to move it up like this. Like that. Like it, you can just stay here up fine at the top, and you have that little fire bar over there, that's fine as well. So the way we play is you have the entrance with the set, put a card over here, so it's going to go down this ramp. And you reach that little fire bar, which is a little gate. Lift that up. You get this little part with like it to, where you need to push this down. let it go and it can set the car over here. The springing mechanism on mine is a little bit wonky, but I don't really mind. Watch out, Kamek, you have a dry bones in the way. You gotta back away from him. And you stay in the mushroom slam launcher, which you need to slam down on very hard. And it will launch the car down in the middle. It will go around the loop, go over here, and set this. And there's a random chance that Bullet Bill is just gonna spin fast over here, knocking you out. But it's a random chance. Sometimes he does it, sometimes he doesn't. So if he doesn't, you can go over here on the scale, go down the curve, and hit this little flag. It will go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times separately. So you can have like a 5-lap race. And you just back away back to the mushroom when you started. It's gonna be a little hard showcasing this, but we're gonna attempt it. Ready? We did it! Oh, we got it! We knocked us out. Let me just reset that. And we'll add Mario into the fray. Put Kamek as well. Here's the fire bar. Sometimes you kind of go like that. Whatever. Like I was saying, alright Mario, show us your medal. Sometimes you get failed launches, but that's part of the fun. He landed at the backside, at the top. Alright, let's try it again. Yeah! Wow. If Mario fails again, we're just gonna try out Kamek. Oh, I did it. There he failed, so let's just get rid of him and we'll attempt Kamek now. Well, like it was working fine at least. He was kind of failing on me yesterday when I finished building this. Well, let's attempt you, Kamek. Oh, you got knocked out again! And it seems like the flag had 2 laps left, so we only really finished 3 laps. Oh well, that's the joy of play. You just repeat, you fail, and you try again. You just never give up. So what happens if you're in a situation where mom says, you need to clean up, this is such a massive thing, you waste your money! Well, don't worry, you don't have to freak out over everything. Just because this whole set has one-time snaps, there's no reason in order to complain, as we have a way in order to fold this up and make some space. How, you may say? Well, take a closer look. If you look over here, here, and here, all those 3 pieces have hinges. This one is just a little bit more secure. These are more loose. You just gotta push this back like that. And then the whole thing, I'm trying to look down on the camera here, there. The whole thing will just lift up like that. And as you can see, the launcher here also has a little notch there. You can push that even more back like that. And look at that, the whole thing is just folded up like that. And even better, if we have that little gate down like that, and we put our cars back to the entrance, and we just simply never let go of the gate, we can store so many cars, and there's plenty of spots in order to do that as well. I'm gonna just showcase that for you right now. The set claims that it can store up to 35 plus carts, and there's a lot of spaces to do that. You have spaces over here, you have the whole line over here. Let me just focus back. You have a little space over here, and you even have little peekaboo spots, for example, like over here, where your characters can actually view yourself racing, which is really cool. So you have a bunch of spots for you in order to place your characters. I prefer the beginning lane myself though, but I don't have that many characters in order to showcase this. I got 2 other characters before, but they're lost right now. I have no idea where they are. But if you had more characters, I bet you could just store them up like that, and it's just gonna look cool as heck. So that is my best attempt at a review at the Hot Wheels of Mario Kart Bowser's Castle Raceway. In the end, was this really a waste of money? In my opinion, no. For 60,000 COP, which is essentially the price of a Switch game, I got a non-battery operated set that has plenty of play features, plenty of little references and nods to the games. I mean, at least you have things straight from the games, not really references per se, but just a lot of things which are just iconic and standard of Mario Kart, but in toy form, and even better in Hot Wheels form. And honestly, Hot Wheels suits Mario Kart for these massive playsets a lot, because Hot Wheels is a very kind of like a manly toy, it's aimed at a more higher age demographic, so you can make more intense playsets like these, and it doesn't feel too out of place in my opinion. And I liked it. It was a cool little test, and for a very recently released set, it's cool. I do feel like Speed Snap should have been better integrated. Like, for example, in this last curve where you go over here apart from the loop, or from the loop rather, I feel like there should have been an extra switch to have another Speed Snap connection rather than just the entrance. But other than that, I really don't have anything negative to say about this other than the high price tag. And that can vary depending on the region and area of the world, so I don't even think that's a valid point of criticism. So for now, I'm actually going to give this thing a full star. In my opinions, the positives outweigh the negatives a lot, and I really liked it. So I hope you have a happy Mario Day. I hope that you celebrated well. There's some games launching on Nintendo Switch Online actually on March 10th, so I hope you enjoy them if you have access to it. And I'll see you guys next time. It was pretty fun doing this. So, peace out.